Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night.